What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my entire updated CD collection. I've been meaning to do this for a while. Made a few additions, actually a lot of additions to my collection since the last time I did a video of the full collection. So, I'm coming close to about 200 CDs. And I'm not counting all the Warped Tour compilations I got just chilling in the side there. We're just going through all the CDs from all the other artists that I have. Right. So, we're going to go in alphabetical order. I'm not going to waste too much of your time, but if I do feel the need to give my 2 cents and interject with a quick point, then I will. So, let's get right into it, and thank you for watching, and let's get right into it. 3 Doors Down, Greatest Hits. 30 Seconds to Mars, A Beautiful Lie. AC/DC, Back in Black. The Razor's Edge. Ball Breaker. Stiff Upper Lip. And Black Ice. The All-American Rejects, Move Along. Then we get into some all-time low. We got So Wrong It's Right. Nothing Personal. Dirty Work. This is one of my most recent pickups. I finally came around to getting this. I'm so happy I did. It was pretty cheap on Amazon. And I got the deluxe edition, of course, has a few extra songs in there, like Merry Christmas, Kiss My Ass. So I'm very happy to have this in my collection. Huge all-time low fan. Don't Panic, my favorite all-time low album. And then Future Hearts. The Alvarez Kings, Fear to Feel EP. Ann Arbor's Free Your Mind EP. Definitely one of my favorite additions I made over the last couple of years, particularly for the story, and I'll just tell a quick one. I think I've told it before on the channel, but anyway. So at Warped Tour a couple years ago, I went to the Hopeless Records tent, and it was completely unsupervised. So I could have just taken pretty much everything they had there. They had all kinds of CDs from All Time Low, Yellowcard. They had this in this bin where everything was $5. They had this, they had Taking Back Sunday CDs, all kinds of stuff. And I really should have looted that collection in hindsight, but it was completely unsupervised. No one was around. So I put $1 in the tip jar, took this bad boy, because the song You and I from Scooby-Doo way back in the day on Cartoon Network, so brought back some memories. So definitely happy to get this. Then we have Ariana Grande, Dangerous Woman, one of my favorite pop albums of this decade. And then Arcade Fire, The Suburbs. Now we get into one of my favorite albums of all time and one of my most prized possessions, and that is Ashland's Wildfire. They are a pop rock band from Illinois. I'd like to say I'm friends with them. I'm friends with them on Facebook. Asia and Aaron, the 2 main members of the band, are. She's the singer, he's the guitar player. And they were so nice to send me this free signed copy with some lovely words they wrote on the insert there, and there's their signatures on the disc. And this is one of my favorite albums of all time. This first time I heard it, I fell in love. So happy to have my hands on this. Audioslave, self-titled. August Burns Red, Found in Faraway Places. Avenged Sevenfold, Waking the Fallen. Avenged Sevenfold, self-titled. Avril Lavigne's Let Go, still one of my all-time favorite albums. It's an absolute classic from my childhood. Just takes me back. And then Under My Skin by Avril Lavigne, another excellent album. I can't speak today. The Backstreet Boys, How Did This Get in Here? Self-titled, and Millennium. Found this in my closet. Figured, fuck it, I'll throw it in my collection so I have another physical CD. And you can probably hear the rain in the background. And my coworker gave me this for free, so I figured, why not? And the Backstreet Boys are a bit of a guilty pleasure for me. There's some pretty decent songs. Beartooth, Disgusting. The Beatles, One, Greatest Hits Collection. Another cool story behind this. You can get it at Walmart for $15.88 plus tax. I got it at Family Dollar for $6. So a bit of a steal. Good get for the 27 songs. The Black Keys, El Camino. This was another steal. Found it at FYE. This new copy for $5 as opposed to a used copy for $10. I'm not making that shit up. So, The Black Keys, El Camino. And then Turn Blue by The Black Keys. Blessthefall's excellent album, To Those Left Behind. Still one of my favorite metalcore albums of the last several years. Fantastic listen front to back. Love them. Seen them twice on Warped Tour. They put on a great show. And then the follow-up, their first with Rise Records, Hard Feelings from Blessthefall. Another solid album. Not as good as To Those Left Behind or even Hollow Bodies, but still a good album. Blink 182, Enema of the State. Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. And the self-titled, which is my favorite Blink album. Boston's self-titled debut from 1976, one of my favorite all-time albums, hands down. Just such a great classic. Love it front to back. Then we get into some Breaking Ben discography. We have their So Cold EP, Shallow Bay, The Greatest Hits, Best of Breaking Benjamin. Another awesome get at Walmart for only $7, and good bass set of tunes. Oh, you can see me there. Oh, shit. It's a good bass set of tunes if you're looking for just a general introduction to their discography. So it's a good get. And then Ember, their newest album, which really surprised me. And then Bring Me the Horizon, Sempiternal. We're going to pick up the pace a little bit. Carrie Underwood, Cry Pretty. Chelsea Grin, Ashes to Ashes. Coldplay, Parachutes. A Rush of Blood to the Head. And Ghost Stories, 3 albums I have there from Coldplay. Then another all-time favorite from the last few years, Counterparts, excellent album, Tragedy Will Find Us. Fucking killer album front to back, love it so much. And the follow-up, You're Not You Anymore, another fantastic fucking album from Counterparts. What a great band. And now we get into the band that's the reason I listen to Counterparts, or any kind of heavy music for that matter, and that's Crown the Empire. The Fallout, the deluxe reissue from 2013, another one of my all-time favorites. The reason I went to 5 Warped Tours, got into heavy music, alternative music, changed my life in the course of my life as I knew it. So Crown the Empire, can't be any more grateful to that. The Resistance, Rise of the Runaways, and arguably an equally fantastic album, front to back, just such a masterpiece. And then Retrograde, I really fell off this, knowing that the band didn't write it, and of course Dave left the band after this album came out, and definitely fallen out of favor with Crown the Empire in the last couple of years, but still a solid album. I'm glad I have it. Chvrches, Every Open Eye, another favorite of mine from the last few years. And then the follow-up, Love is Dead. Not nearly as good as Every Open Eye, but still a very fun album. Dan and Shay, From the Ground Up, 3-song EP I got at Walmart for like $2. Then another childhood classic, and that's Daughtry's self-titled album. Takes me back to middle school. And then the follow-up to that, Leave This Town. And even Cage to Rattle, their newest album. I actually thought this was pretty underrated. It's a nice, poppy, adult contemporary project. They said they'd be bringing back the guitars and the drums, but they didn't, for the most part. Kind of like Maroon 5, always lying to us about that. But a very underrated project. I actually did like it quite a bit. The Devil Wears Prada, 818, their fantastic album from 2013. Such a killer album. And then Transit Blues, the follow-up. Another great album. Waiting on new material from them. Drew Baldridge, Dirt on Us, got this signed when I met him. He came to Wilkes-Barre, PA, played a free show. Again, met him, got the CD signed. And then Dylan Scott's self-titled debut album. Eminem, The Eminem Show. Recovery, Escape the Fate, Ungrateful. Eve 6, Horoscope. The Fall of Troy, Doppelganger, another pickup I'm really happy I got at Warped Tour last year because of the song FCP Remix, which is on MLB 2K6 and Guitar Hero 3, so that definitely takes me back. Fall Out Boy, From Under the Cork Tree. A lot of classics here that I love. Fleetwood Mac, Rumors. Foo Fighters, The Greatest Hits. And Foreigner, Double Vision, probably my favorite album of the classic rock variety. Hot Blooded is one of my favorite songs of all time. Can't deny it. It's so wonderful. Can't resist it. George Strait, Blue Clear Sky. Another favorite of mine from my high school years that got me into heavy music, and that is Get Scared's excellent album, Everyone's Out to Get Me. Looking to pick up the follow-up, Demons, and their newest album, The Dead Days, is fucking incredible. Hope they do physical copies of that. But this album is perfect. Another one of my all-time favorites, and it's another, along with Crown the Empire, it's part of what got me into heavy music back during my high school years. And then Good Charlotte with The Young and the Hopeless. Alright, if you know my man Matt Balloon1115, go subscribe to him on YouTube. You'll know that this is the part where the video that he is interested in, that is my Grainger Smith collection. So, Grainger Smith, of course, a up-and-coming country music singer. Not really a big fan of modern country music for the most part, but this guy does it right. I've got his first CD, Waiting On Forever. Very hard to find. We've got Don't Listen to the Radio. Now, we've got a lot of signed stuff from all the times I've seen him and met him. We've got Dirt Road Driveway, the 4x4 EP, Remington, and When the Good Guys Win. Fantastic album from him. Great musician, great guy. Go check him out. And then Green Day's excellent album, American Idiot. Handguns, Disenchanted. Hollow City, self-titled EP. I See Stars, New Demons. Ice Nine Kills, Every Trick in the Book. My favorite heavy metal album of all time. Metalcore, deathcore, whatever variety of metal you want to go for. This is my favorite. Definitely got to pick up the Silver Scream at some point, but everywhere I go, it's so expensive. But this album, front to back, it's a fucking masterpiece. Love Ice Nine Kills. Then we got Invent Animate with Ever Changer and Still World. Then we have a little bit of country mixed in here. We got Jason Aldean, My Kind of Party. Jimmy Eat World, Integrity Blues. Justin Bieber's Purpose, an album I never thought I'd buy, spend my own money on, like any songs from, but this one was definitely a big surprise way back in 2015. Then we have Justin Timberlake's Justified, another childhood classic because of Rock Your Body. That song was my shit back when I was like 5 years old. And then the 2020 Experience, another fantastic pop album from JT. Then we have probably the best album of 2018, one of the best country albums of all time by far, and that is Casey Musgrave's beautiful masterpiece, Golden Hour. Got no bad words to say about this album. So fucking beautiful. Oh, I love this album so much. Then we have Keith Urban's Greatest Hits. And Kelly Clarkson's Greatest Hits. Recently I've come around to getting Greatest Hits collections. I normally wouldn't, save for a few exceptions for bands I really, really like. But now I like them because you can get them really cheap for Walmart, and you have a base set of the artist's hits and just a good set of tunes that so you don't have to get like individual albums, stuff like that. So good get at Walmart for like $5 or $7 depending on what artist you get. So happy to have those. Got some Killers albums. Next we have, though they are killer, The Killers' Hot Fuss, Sam's Town, and Day and Age. Then we have Kill Switch Engage, As Daylight Dies. A couple of Kings of Leon albums. We've got Only by the Night and Mechanical Bull. Then we've got some Linkin Park CDs. We've got Hybrid Theory, Meteora, Minutes to Midnight, and Living Things. Lost in the Echo might be my favorite Linkin Park song. It's hard to say for sure. Then we have the Lumineers with their self-titled debut. Then two more of my favorite modern country albums. We have Maren Morris's excellent album Hero from 2016, and the follow-up Girl, which is one of my favorite albums of this year. Then we have Maroon 5, Songs About Jane. And then, of course, another childhood classic. It Won't Be Soon Before Long. One of the first 2 or 3 albums I ever owned. Love that album still to this day. And Hands All Over, underrated project, in my opinion at least. Then we have Miss May I with Rise of the Lion. Montgomery Gentry with their final album, Here's to You. Rest in peace, Troy Gentry. Motion City Soundtrack, Even If It Kills Me. Bought this at a dollar store in the Steamtown Mall here in Scranton for $1.25. So, nice get there. Motionless in White, Creatures, they're up in Scranton, PA. And my signed copy of Reincarnate. Then we have Movement's Outgrown Things EP, Mudvayne LD50. Then we have The Resistance and The Second Law by Muse. Another one of my all-time favorites, and that's Neck Deep, Life's Not Out to Get. You definitely gotta get this on vinyl at some point. And then the follow-up, The Peace and the Panic. Neon Trees, Habits was a good get at Family Dollar for $4. Then Nirvana's Icon Greatest Hits Collection. Of Mice and Men, Defy. Panic at the Disco, Vices and Virtues, Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die, and Death of a Bachelor. Then we have label mates for Panic at the Disco, and that's Paramore, Riot, and the incredible album Brand New Eyes. Then we have Pathways, Desiree, Pierce the Veil, Cloud with the Sky, and Misadventures 2, excellent albums from Pierce the Veil. Then we have Pink with I'm Not Dead, and her beautiful album, excellent album from 2017, Beautiful Trauma. Then we have Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon. Puddle of Mud's Come Clean. And Real Friends, The Home Inside My Head. Of course, I can't do this collection without showing off my Rascal Flats collection, because they are my favorite band. So I definitely want to show these off, because there's some hard to find rare stuff in here. And of course, we'll go in chronological order with their self-titled Melt. Feels Like Today. This is a rare copy. It features 2 bonus songs. Of course, Skin, which was a single for the band, and Head Over Heels. And then preceding that song is a little message from Jay, who's the bass player of the band. So this is I think is a rare pressing of this album. Then we have the album that started it all for Me With Them, and that's Me and My Gang, because of Life is a Highway. And then one of my most recent pickups from Amazon was an awesome get for $6, and that is this Walmart exclusive bonus disc. Has 5. Now I don't know why it's like this, but bear with me. So 5 live songs. I got this maybe because Then I Did. That's one of my favorite Rascal Flatts songs. So happy that there's a live version of this song that exists somewhere. So this is an awesome get for $6. I'm so happy I have it. And then, of course, my signed copy of Still Feels Good. And then this is shot to shit. I'm trying to hide that. But the Greatest Hits collection. Oh my god, it's beat to death. But the story behind this is it comes with a 3-disc Christmas EP. The disc is in there. It has a crack in it. Like, the disc is actually cracked and it still works. That's the power of Rascal Flatts music for you. Then we have my favorite album of all time, not just by Rascal Flatts, but by anyone, and that's Unstoppable. Just an amazing album. It's helped me through so much, seen me through so many hard times, and good times for that matter. Can't go wrong with the Unstoppable. Then the move to Big Machine Records. We have Nothing Like This, Changed, the 4-song Rewind EP, which is another Walmart exclusive. Got this because it had Rewind on it. This was before the album came out. And Dancing on My Grave, another great, rare Rascal Flatts product that I own. Of course, the full Rewind album. And the incredible album Back to Us. As of this recording, it just turned 2 years old. Love this album so much. Rascal Flatts, I love you so much. Coming into the home stretch of our collection, we got Santa Sonia's self-titled debut, the new project from Adam Gontier, formerly of 30 Days Grace. Anxiously waiting new music from him. I wonder what the hell he's doing with his life. Then we have The Second After, Treadmill at the Finish Line. These guys badgered me to listen to their music and buy their music at Warped Tour last year. And it's good pop punk, so I figured I'd throw $5 away, buy the CD. Because for the most part, I would hate when artists do that at Warped Tour. But these guys, they weren't assholes about it, and they played pretty good pop punk music, so I decided to support them. And speaking of pop punk, Hometown Heroes, one of my favorite albums in this whole collection, and that's Send Request Perspectives. Fucking love these guys, love this album. They are a great upcoming pop punk band from Nanticoke. It's only about a half hour away from here where we are in Scranton. Love these guys so much. Seen them live on Warped Tour and in bar shows and stuff like that. And they're actually opening for William Ryan Key from Yellowcard on August 3rd, so I'll definitely be sure to see that because they're probably my favorite pop punk band going right now. I love them so much. They deserve all the attention that comes their way. Great guys, met them all. They're awesome. Can't go wrong with Send Request. Then we have Shinedown, Amaryllis, and Threat to Survival. Silverstein, Dead Reflection, one of my favorite albums of 2017. Got this 4 days before it officially came out on Warped Tour, so another great get. Love Silverstein, waiting on new material from them. Simple Plan, still not getting any. Sleeping with Sirens, let's cheers to this. Slipknot, Point 5, The Grey Chapter. Soundgarden, Super Unknown. Another one of my favorite albums of all time, probably my favorite pop punk album of all time, and that's State Champs, The Finer Things, another front-to-back piece of perfection. Then Around the World and Back, the deluxe version, got this for $5 at Warped Tour, another great get. And then Living Proof, another fucking killer album from State Champs, love them to death. And then Stick to Your Guns, Diamond. The Story So Far, What You Don't See. Sum 41, All Killer No Filler. Taking Back Sunday, Louder Now. Taylor Swift's self-titled debut. Threat Point Dead to Rise, a thrash metal band from around here. I don't know if they're still going. And then I finally completed my entire 3 Days Grace collection. Of course, we got the self-titled 1X, still an all-time favorite of mine, as is Life Starts Now, 2 fucking killer albums that got me into 3 Days Grace. Finally picked up Transit of Venus. Of course, I've always had Human. I think it's an underrated project. And last year's killer album, Outsider. Love 3 Days Grace in any incarnation. Can't go wrong. Even with Matt, I will defend them to the death. Then we have 21 Pilots, Blurry Face. We Are the In Crowd, Best Intentions, another great recent pickup of mine. And the White Stripes, Get Behind Me, Satan. And of course, I have to close out the entire video with my Yellowcard collection. Got half of their discography here. Got nothing but love for Yellowcard. So of course we got Ocean Avenue, Lights and Sounds, Paper Walls, my favorite Yellowcard album, which is When You're Through Thinking, Say Yes. Stumbled upon this album in an FYE, bought it for like $6 or $7 used, fell in love, one of the best decisions I ever made. Fucking love this album. And the equally incredible masterpiece, Southern Air. Nothing but love for Yellowcard. And with that, our video draws to a close. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching all the way up to this point. If you have, really appreciate it. Smack the like button if you did. Let me know what CDs in this collection you'd like to have. You can have them, but I'd like to know which ones you thought were cool. Like if there are any albums in here that you like yourself, if you tell me what they are in the comments below. Leave a comment, subscribe, hit the bell to become part of our notification squad. And on that note, I'm Sheamus248 signing off. Until next time.